Everyone, how's it going? Today, I think it's Friday today. Today I'm going to talk to you guys about why you're at a high body fat percentage. So, I have some eggs right here. I have 3 eggs, some sausage links. I have some pancakes, some higher protein pancakes. So, today I'm going to talk to you guys about why you're at a high body fat percentage. So, I'm just going to grab a fork really quick. So, there can be a number of reasons why you're at a high body fat percentage. One of the reasons is that you're eating too much food. So, if you're eating too much food, you're going to gain weight. If you're in a caloric surplus, you're going to gain weight. I know a lot of people struggle with their weight just because a lot of the foods nowadays are loaded in calories, fat, sugar. So gaining weight is really easy in this day and age. If you guys are wondering how I keep the weight off, you guys can follow my Instagram page. It's luis.hern, the number 9. Again, it's luis.hern, the number 9. You can follow me on my Instagram. Ask me about my customized exercise and dieting programs. I'm here to help you guys. I'll guide you guys week by week. If you're newer to fitness, if you're struggling with your weight, I know a lot of people struggle with their weight in this day and age. So yeah, follow my Instagram, send me a message. Here to help you guys out. I'm having like pretty good meals, I mean, they taste good. So back to what I was saying. In this day and age, a lot of people actually struggle with their weight. I know a lot of the youth aren't very preoccupied with their weight right now because, some people might say when you're young, you have a fast metabolism and you can get away with eating everything. I mean, which is true, but I know a lot of people, if they don't develop good habits at an early age, they can actually suffer with weight problems and health problems in the future because they didn't develop the good habits, that are pretty much essential now to, regulate their weight and stay at a healthy weight and to be in shape and, to be able to burn calories and, stick to a diet and regulate their weight so they don't have to struggle with it in the future. So if you're at a high body fat percentage right now, it might just be because of your lifestyle. I know a lot of people are sedentary nowadays. They have sedentary jobs. Personally, I know a lot of the youth actually have active jobs, or they're just active because of their lifestyles. So they don't. I'm pretty sure a lot of the youth aren't preoccupied with their weight, or how many calories they're burning, or how many calories they're ingesting, or are they getting enough exercise, or this or that. So if you're at a high body fat percentage, it might be because of your age. If you're older, I know a lot of the older people don't really, take it as seriously as the younger people. Personally, I just like exercise and dieting, so it means I'm not gonna have to struggle with it in the future. If you're at a high body fat percentage, it might be because you're not making an effort to, weigh your meals or track your food, or, stick to a diet. I've had luck with regular exercise, focusing primarily on cardio and, developing good habits right now, because I'm not sure what percentage actually of the youth are overweight, but if you're at a high body fat percentage, it might be because you're not developing the good habits right now, doing regular cardio, sticking to a diet, weighing your food, tracking your calories, switching out, the I don't know, the sugary drinks for water or sparkling water, stuff like that. So if you're at a high body fat percentage, I recommend picking up a form of cardio. And I also recommend doing year-round cardio, because year-round cardio is going to help you stay in shape. It's going to help you, with your health. It's going to help you with everything. So another reason why you might be at a high body fat percentage is because, again, you're picking the sugary drinks over water, or over, 0-calorie alternatives, low-calorie alternatives. I know it can be hard to stick to a diet, I know a lot of us don't actually like drinking just water. A lot of us struggle with that. You don't have to drink just water. You can have sparkling water. There's flavored sparkling water. There's like 0-calorie Powerade. There's like 0-calorie Gatorade. There's like 0-calorie vitamin water. So there's a bunch of healthier alternatives. If you hate water for whatever reason, or if you like water but you can't drink water like every single day, try those alternatives out. Another reason why is because you might not be doing enough cardio. If you're not doing enough cardio, you're gonna struggle, because you're gonna have to stick to low calories. If you're not doing enough cardio, you're gonna have to struggle, because if you're sedentary, how many calories are you going to be able to eat? Your sedentary amount of calories, which is not a good amount of calories. It's not like a lot of calories, I guess that's part of the reason why I got into endurance running, elliptical work, and incline walking. It's a great way to burn calories. It's a great way to stay in shape. And it's a great way to, sort of keep yourself entertained. If you don't like doing cardio, I don't know. I recommend like putting on a show, or putting on like video, or some music. that's how I remain like consistent. You know, that's why I'm able to do my cardio, why I'm able to go through my cardio sessions. I don't get bored of cardio. Whenever I do have the chance, I'll run and I'll push myself super hard. So if you're at a high body fat percentage, you might just not have like the lung capacity or like the endurance or the speed developed to actually burn like a good amount of calories, you know. So it can be hard, you know, especially if you're just starting out. If you're like, again, if you're just starting out, this is why I recommend the youth, the younger people, and the older people. It doesn't matter what age you are. I recommend you guys start doing cardio, pushing yourself and trying to get better at it, because the more calories you're able to burn, the more you're going to be able to eat, which means that you're going to be able to regulate your weight better. You're going to be able to, you know, you're going to be in better shape. So I'm not sure if you guys frequent gyms, but very often when I frequent a gym, I'll see like, you know, a good amount of people who are overweight, or, you know, they're overweight. So the reason why is because they have bad habits. A lot of these people have bad habits, or bad habits, you know. I mean, at the end of the day, it's their life. But from a fitness perspective, they do have bad habits, because they're picking the sugary drinks over the water. They're picking actual ketchup. They're picking actual maple syrup. They're picking, you know, the powders and the syrups, and, you know, the milk, the oat milk, the almond milk. They're picking like all this stuff in their coffee. They're picking hot Cheetos over popcorn. They're picking, you know, they're going to eat for breakfast instead of making a healthier meal at home. They're picking, you know, they're ordering grilled cheese sandwiches. They're ordering peanut butter. They're ordering like Chipotle every single day. You don't have to do that, you know. I mean, I have grilled cheese sandwiches on my diet. They're just the healthier versions. I use like the low fat cheese. I use like the diet bread. So if you're at a high body fat percentage, it's probably because you're sort of, you know, stuck in your old habits. I know a lot of people like sticking to their old habits. It's very comfortable, and it's very like, it's comforting, you know. So if you're at a high body fat percentage, it might not even be completely your fault, especially in this day and age where, I mean, there's so much fast food available. You know, I drive around the corner and there's a Taco Bell. And then across the street, there's a Jack in the Box. Or across the street, there's like a Pizza Hut. So, if you're at a high body fat percentage, I mean, it's kind of how it is in this day and age, you know? There's so many restaurants, there's so much fast food available, and it all tastes good, you know? I mean, I can't argue with anyone. Fast food is delicious. But staying in shape and making the daily effort to, you know, just regulate your weight, you know, and actually put in the effort and push yourself. That's what's going to help you out long term, because the more you push yourself, the better you're going to get at cardio, and the more calories you're going to be able to burn, the better shape you're going to be in. So if you're not at a high body fat percentage right now, you're probably young, you're probably watching this, or you're probably not watching this actually. You're probably doing something else. I don't know, at a party or something. But if you're at a high body fat percentage, again, it might just be your bad habits. It might just be because you're ordering out, or you're being sedentary and you're watching TV, you're playing a video game, or you're ordering junk food, or you're what do you call it? You're picking like I mean, because there's sugar-free syrup, there's low-calorie ketchup, there's so much healthier alternatives. You know, you don't have to use real sugar. There's Splenda. There's a whole bunch of healthier alternatives for you guys. You don't have to be at a high body fat percentage if you don't want to be. So, it's also because I know a lot of the youth aren't preoccupied right now with their fitness and with their health and, you know, with pushing themselves and you know, making a daily effort to improve, you know. If you're at a high body fat percentage, I recommend watching this video, watching my previous videos, following me on my Instagram page. My Instagram page is luis.hern9. You can send me a direct message, ask me anything, ask me about my training and my dining plans, and ask me about, you know, anything, because I've been doing this for a while now. I like doing this. I enjoy the lifestyle changes that I've made. You know, I mean, I'm using sugar-free syrup and it tastes delicious. You know, I don't miss regular maple syrup. I don't miss regular ketchup. I haven't had those in like a very long time. I don't know, a couple years now. So I live without ketchup. I live without sugar. I live without maple syrup. I live without barbecue sauce. But the reason why I'm able to live without these is because there's healthier alternatives that are lower in calories. So if you're at a high body fat percentage, it might be because you didn't develop the good habits at an early age, especially if you're like an older person, you know, 30, 40, 20. If you're around my age, 22, I'm 22. I recommend stressing these daily habits and actually putting effort in, because it's going to help you long term. You know, you don't want to be overweight in the future and struggling with your health, and, you know, you're not able to do cardio, you're not able to burn a good amount of calories because you didn't start when you were younger. So if you're at a high body fat percentage and you're older, again, it's never too late. It's never too late. But if you're around my age, a bit older, a bit younger, I definitely recommend, you know, picking up these good habits, because it's going to help you out. And actually, I've grown to love exercise, and I've grown to love dieting, and I've grown to love pushing myself. It feels great. So, another reason you might be at a high body fat percentage is because it does take effort. You know, it does take effort. It's not like anything. You know, it's a daily choice. I have to make sure that I'm sticking to my calories. I have to make sure that I'm using the low/0 calorie alternatives. I have to make sure that I am, you know, picking the higher protein meals instead of the low protein, high fat, high sugar ones. I have to make sure that I'm sticking to my diet. I have to make sure that I am, you know, doing everything in my power to just keep my shape, and, you know, to not deteriorate, to not sort of stray off the course. Because, I mean, I've been doing fitness for a while now. I love doing this. I love the visual effects of dieting. I love, you know, breaking a personal record and feeling great. I love experimenting with new methods, you know, whether it's fasting, 2-day fast, intermittent fasting, whatever it is. So if you're at a high body fat percentage, you might just not have found a diet that works for you. I know I struggled with my diet in the past, but that's because I was just sort of like not in the best shape, you know. I wasn't able to burn like a good amount of calories in like a good amount of time. So if you're at a high body fat percentage, it might be because, again, you're not that good at cardio yet, which is why I recommend pushing yourself, prioritizing cardio over weight training, and, you know, doing cardio year round. I do cardio every single day. It helps me out so much. it makes sure that I'm staying at a regular weight, actually a low weight, because I'm around 7 to 8% body fat. It means that I can burn calories effort pretty much like super easy compared to like a regular person, who didn't develop these habits, who didn't push themselves, who didn't stress cardio. So if you're at a high body fat percentage, it might be because you're not doing enough cardio. I mean, I'm a huge advocate of cardio. Um, it's what I do. I love just ripping through calories. It feels great. Um, if you're at a high body fat percentage, you might not be doing year-round cardio. Um, and if you're gonna do any exercise, do cardio and push yourself, because you're gonna be able to eat more. Who doesn't want to eat more? So if you're at a high body fat percentage, maybe you're not doing your cardio. Maybe you're saying, okay, I'm just gonna intermittent fast, and then you end up overeating, or you're saying, okay, I don't care, I'm not gonna do cardio. I'm just gonna freaking not eat for like 3 days, and then I'm gonna eat like a whole bunch of junk food, and then so a lot of people have different methods of dieting. If you're at a high body fat percentage, there's so many things that play into it. Your lifestyle choices. Maybe you're at a different period of your life. But making the daily effort to go to the gym, do your cardio, at least doing your cardio, and pushing yourself. And I guess, actually eating like the healthier food. I know a lot of us have regular jobs, and, some of us are dentists, some of us are architects, some of us are electricians, some of us are mechanics. So if you're at a high body fat percentage, again, fitness might not be your main priority, but I do recommend doing cardio year round, every single day. That's what I do. If you find time to do it, if you can find time to exercise, do cardio. If you don't have enough time to weight train, that's fine. But yeah. If you're at a high body fat percentage, you also might not be prepping your meals. I know a lot of us say we're gonna meal prep. A lot of us say that I'm gonna stick to this diet, I'm gonna do this diet that this professional bodybuilder told me about, or I saw Ronnie Coleman do this diet, so I'm gonna follow this diet, or I'm gonna stick to C-Bum's diet on his peak week, or I'm gonna do this. I don't know. You might be able to do it maybe for like a month, a year, but a lot of times our motivation wanes. It's not about being like stage lean all the time. It's about finding a lower body fat percentage that's sustainable for you. So if you're at a high body fat percentage, maybe you're also sort of, you have unrealistic standards, and then if once you can't reach those standards, you sort of give up. You say, okay, I can't do this, I'm gonna go back to my old ways. It doesn't have to be like that. You can find a middle ground, and once you're at this middle ground, you can drop down to super low body fat, and then you can go back to maintaining your weight. So if you're at a low body fat, if you're at a high body fat, sorry, you might be like, again, you might be just like saying to yourself, okay, I can't reach this body fat percentage that I want to. What the hell? I'm just gonna freaking cheat on my diet, and I'm gonna go back to just watching TV and eating junk food. So that's another reason why you might be at a high body fat percentage. You have unrealistic standards, you can't meet them, and then you stop dieting and you stop exercising. If you're at a high body fat percentage, you also might not be using the best hunger management techniques. I know a lot of us, when we eat, we don't really drink anything beforehand. It's very important to drink water before each meal, it's very important to eat vegetables, eat high protein, high fiber foods to keep us satiated. And if you're at a high body fat percentage, I mean, it might be because you didn't develop the good habits. Again, a lot of the younger people aren't preoccupied with exercise, especially if you're thinner, or if you're at a regular weight, if you're just very active. I know a lot of young people are very active and they don't care. They'll eat whatever, and they're skinny and they're thin for whatever reason. I was always at a regular weight, so it's not like I have a fast metabolism. It's not like I can get away with eating junk food because I'm super active. That's not how it works for me. The way it works for me is that I was always at a regular weight. I can get overweight pretty easily. Not like pretty easily. I've never been morbidly obese or extremely overweight, but I have been overweight, I think, like twice in my life. And it's because I wasn't stressing the habits. I wasn't going to the gym. I wasn't exercising. I wasn't dieting. I was just eating whatever the hell I wanted, and I didn't really care. So, life can happen for a lot of us when we're young, we're active, we're going here, we're going there, So, if you're a younger person watching this, or maybe you're probably not watching this, if you're like thin, or if you're like super skinny and you have a fast metabolism, maybe it doesn't matter to you right now, but I mean, it's gonna help you out so much in the future. Once we settle down into our occupations, or if we get a job, we do this, we do that, if you have the habits in place, it's gonna help you out so much. You're gonna be able to do your cardio, you're gonna be able to diet, you're gonna be able to stick to a diet, to track your calories, to make sure that you're regulating your weight. It's gonna be like a piece of your life. So if you're at a high body fat percentage, maybe you didn't stress these habits when you were younger. Maybe you were thinner when you were younger and you were active, and you didn't care as much because you were hanging out with your friends, and you guys were moving around, and you guys were like being active and just being youthful. So fitness might not be important to you right now, but it's gonna help you out so much. I'm telling you. Going to the gym and being responsible and developing the good habits and the discipline and the work ethic to do it. So if you're at a high body fat percentage, maybe you didn't stress these habits in the past, and maybe now you're struggling with the after effects of not pushing yourself and not going to the gym, not doing cardio and doing year-round cardio and dieting and stuff. So if you're at a high body fat percentage, you might not have the best habits in place as well. I know a lot of us want things now. It's not like that. It takes time. So it took me like 1.5 years to get to where I am now. I'm in the best shape of my life. I'm not completely shredded. I've been completely shredded in the past, but I have the best cardiovascular fitness that I have in my life, and I'm always trying to build on top of this. So if you're at a high body fat percentage, I'm gonna tell you from my point of view, do cardio. It's so important. Push yourself, and you're gonna struggle. Your lungs are gonna be on fire. Maybe your quads are gonna be on fire if you're cycling. You're gonna struggle, but it's gonna be so worth it, because you're gonna be able to burn a bunch of calories in the future. I'm 22 right now. I can burn calories with relative ease. I can eat 3,500 to 4,000 calories a day. It's because I've developed the good habits. I have this system in place, and I just have to keep exercising this routine. So if you're at a high body fat percentage, maybe you haven't developed the discipline yet. Maybe you don't want to go to the gym. Maybe you'd rather be at a party. Maybe you'd rather be drinking. Maybe you'd rather be staying up. And yeah, I mean, these habits can accumulate. It might not show now, but they can accumulate in the future. So if you're at a high body fat percentage, or if you're younger and you're thinner and you're skinny and it doesn't matter to you, and you're drinking and you're eating junk food and you're going here, you're going to a party, you're doing this, it might not matter to you now, and you're staying up. It might not matter to you because you're just being so active and you're burning calories just by walking or by dancing or whatever. So if you're younger, you might not have to worry about it, but it might be something that you should, sort of have in the back of your mind. Okay, I'm young right now, and I'm doing this. I'm going here. I'm going there. I'm super active because I'm young. Maybe you might not be as active in the future. Maybe 10 years from now, you might be working somewhere. You might be settled down at a job. You might be doing this. You might be doing that. Maybe your job won't be as active. Maybe you're young, your job's active, and you don't have to worry about your weight right now, and you're young, and you're doing this, you're doing that, and you have like a rampant metabolism because you're young, and you don't even do cardio. But think about 10 years from now, 5 years from now, you have a job. Maybe it's not the most active job, and I mean, what's gonna happen? Maybe if you didn't stress these good habits right now, in the future, you might be like overweight. You might be at a high body fat percentage, and you might be struggling to actually get into shape because you have a busy schedule, or because you didn't stress habits when you were younger. So if you're young watching this, maybe you're blessed with good genetics, or maybe your lifestyle has put you in a good spot in regards to your weight. You might not have to worry about your weight. You might just say, I don't care, I'm young, I can do whatever. I'm skinny and I don't have to worry. I can't burn calories, but I'm skinny, so who cares? Like, I'm 22, I'm focusing on my cardio and my diet because I know that, it's going to be something that I don't have to worry about in the future because I already have this base developed. So if you're at a high body fat percentage, I mean, a lot of today is just fast paced and fast food and drive here, let's go get this, let's go eat that, let's go to Wingstop, let's go to the theaters and grab popcorn and hot dogs. There's a street dog vendor over there. There's hot Cheetos in that liquor store. There's McDonald's over there. There's Pizza Hut. Let's grab some food on the internet. Again, some people are fortunate enough at this moment in time to be blessed with, a regular weight or even a low weight, and they know maybe they don't have to worry about, doing cardio, which they should be worrying about, because I mean, it's good for your health and it's good for your heart. And again, think about it in the future. You don't want to be, overweight and struggling because you didn't develop, your cardiovascular fitness. So, if you're at a high body fat percentage, I recommend dieting. Follow me on my Instagram. It's LUIS, the HERN, the number 9. That's my Instagram. Follow my Instagram. Send me a message. Follow me, actually, and, you can ask me anything. If you're at a high body fat percentage and you're younger, I definitely would recommend following me on my page and send me a message, getting back into shape and actually keeping your shape, because a lot of people quit exercise and dieting. It's not like you can get in shape and stay in shape and you're just in shape. That's not how it works. You have to keep exercising. You have to keep dieting. You have to keep pushing yourself. I mean, if I stop pushing myself, maybe my cardiovascular fitness will actually deteriorate a bit. So if you're at a high body fat percentage, I recommend dieting, exercising, finding a diet that you can stick to, and making exercise a regular part of your life, because it's good for your health. And I mean, you want to keep your heart healthy. At the end of the day, that's, you know, a very important part of our lives. And yeah, you know, I mean, it's a great skill to have. It's a great tool, you know. If you're at a high body fat percentage, you might be drinking. I mean, drinking has, alcohol has calories. You know, it's not just because it's a drink that you're not going to gain weight from drinking alcohol. It has calories. It doesn't matter if the calories are liquid. Alcohol will make you gain weight. And so will marijuana, especially if you get the munchies. So, if you're at a high body fat percentage, that's another reason why you might be at a high body fat percentage. Another reason why is because you're not exercising the appetite suppressing habits, you know, like drinking water, like chugging water before each meal, or eating water and chugging vegetables before each cheat meal, or using Splenda, you know, doing heavy cardio to eat more, using black coffee instead of like powders and syrups and stuff. So a lot of it comes down to your habits, you know. At the end of the day, your body fat percentage is about your diet and how many calories you're taking in and how many calories you're burning. So maybe you're not burning enough, and maybe you're just like you're just like, oh, I can't burn enough. I'm just gonna eat like a whole bunch of junk food. I mean, you know, being at a high body fat percentage can suck. You know, it can sort of like make your confidence wane and sort of put you back. Like, it can sort of set you back. And like, if you're at a high body fat percentage, you might think to yourself, man, I suck at exercise. Why am I even exercising? Or you might be thinking like, I'm at a high body fat percentage. Who cares? You know, this is how I was born. No, you can diet, you can exercise, you can eat healthier. It takes effort, but it's gonna be worth it. Trust me, it's gonna be worth it. So if you're at a high body fat percentage, it might be because of your lifestyle, your previous lifestyle. Maybe you were lucky enough to be skinny and thin when you were younger, and then, you know, your lifestyle changed and now you're overweight because you didn't focus on your cardio and your fitness when you were younger. So if you're young, pick up a form of cardio, push yourself. And you can also cross train. You know, if you're good at running and you can't run one day, pick up cycling, pick up incline walking, pick up some elliptical work. So it's about being consistent, and it's about picking a form of cardio that's gonna, you know, like, keep you moving. If I can't run today, if my legs are super beat up, I'll do some incline walking. So the most important part is movement. It's also your diet, cleaning up your diet, making sure, like, okay, I'm just gonna eat vegetables, I don't care. Maybe you do care. Maybe you're saying vegetables suck, but it's gonna be worth it. You know, you're gonna have a cheat meal or a cheat day. It's about rewarding yourself as well. You know, you don't want to just completely deprive yourself. A lot of people are at high body fat percentages because they say, I'm gonna go on this super strict diet and I'm gonna stick to it perfectly, and I'm never gonna deviate from this diet because that's how it is. And then sooner or later, you're 2-3 days into the diet and you quit and you're back to eating your regular food because you couldn't stick to this diet. So if you're at a high body fat percentage, you might have a crappy diet. Your diet might be crappy. You might have a bland diet. You might hate your diet. You might detest your diet. And then you're back to eating junk food because you're saying, okay, it's either I eat super clean or I eat super dirty, and I don't care. It doesn't have to be like that. You can find a middle ground. You can find even, you know, a level that's near to like, okay, I completely enjoy my diet. You know, you don't have to struggle. So if you're at a high body fat percentage, those are a couple reasons why you might be at a high body fat percentage, you know. Um, if you're young, pick up a form of cardio. Push yourself. It's rewarding. You're gonna feel great afterwards, and you're gonna be able to eat more food. So, if you're at a high body fat, try it out. If you're young and you're at a high body fat, then try it out. You know, if you're old and you're at high body fat, try it out. If you're middle age, it doesn't matter. So give this video a thumbs up if you guys enjoyed, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. It's LUIS.HERN, the number 9. That's my Instagram. It's LUIS.HERN, the number 9. That's my Instagram. Follow my Instagram. I'll post like some meals on my stories. I'll post my physique, and I'll see you guys next time. Give the video a thumbs up and watch my previous videos to figure out how I lost weight, how I'm keeping it off, and why I'm still bodybuilding, why I'm still doing this. So I'll see you guys next time.